Oh yeah, they got a couple gyms in Korea for Korean top team, and they're all beautiful.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, JUN.
So you see the 28-year-old JUN coming out Korean top team, 230 pounds. I went to dinner with the Korean top team guys.
Yeah.
This guy eats a lot, man. Like he had a kalbi, he had like one of those soups.
Yeah.
Gochujang, and then like after he finished all the meat, he put like 2 cups of rice into the soup thing, and he was just chowing. He's wild, big dude, ready to put that weight to the,
that sounds
to the
like
test.
that sounds like a normal meal for me, Ken.
Does it?
You've visited one of their gyms in Korea, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. I've seen both their gyms.
Oh, wow.
The main gym in Seoul and the second gym in Gimpo. They have great disciplined classes, tons of people.
Were you out there doing a seminar or teaching them any of jiu-jitsu? I hear
they had asked
you have a few
me
fans
to.
over there.
They had asked me to, but I was really busy.
Practitioner, aren't you?
Not a black belt like you, Justin. But yeah, these guys are great guys. They have like tons of programs, like self-defense programs for women, fitness programs for anybody, and just a really top-notch mixed martial arts program. Like you got these guys doing cardio 3 times a week. Like they run up a mountain to the Seoul Tower. They work on technique every day. They have a free day on Friday where they do multiple sports like soccer or basketball, and just like a kind of team building exercise. These guys are close, tight knit, and they're disciplined and ready to work. So
it's always good when you mix it up. I've seen these guys also while they've been on Guam on the beach, shadow boxing, wrestling, throwing each other into the water. That's always fun. Ben Schneider about to come out here.
The style I prefer to fight with is more standard, more action, more excitement. Yeah, I was super excited. The opportunity to fight comes up very rarely, but the opportunity to then travel and fight at a place like BRAWL, amazing. My opponent.
now we're looking at Ben Schneider. All the way from the United Kingdom. He came by himself, Justin.
Yeah.
That is a warrior.
Yeah.
That's a guy who just came to fight, man.
Yeah, never been to Guam, and he said that he just loves to travel and fight and have the opportunity to fight in various exotic locations. So
this is the opportunity coming out of Team Savage in UK, 32 years old, so he got 4 years on his opponent, but about the same weight.
really cool guy. I had a short conversation with him over at Coffee Slut.
Sure.
And he just enjoys to be here and have the opportunity. And he big scary looking guy, but he's very friendly.
Yeah, I mean, good vibes, man. Guys like this are awesome. A name that comes to mind is Will Chope, another fighter who was a fan before he became a fighter. He's done like over 100 fights, and he's improved significantly. And Ben, very similar. He's traveled the world. He's competed a lot. His record, leaves much to be desired, right? He's on a losing streak so far, but I mean, he's game. He's ready to fight. So.
Yeah.
And these are big boys, bro. Like, anyone lands a good, solid punch, the other dude is sleeping.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say that that's what we're hoping for right now.
I kind of want to see someone get knocked out right now, Ken, to be honest.
Justin, wow. Justin. Wow.
Fighter safety is always of utmost importance, but I want to see someone get knocked out tonight.
I mean, we saw two draws, man.
Yeah.
We got it. I mean, it's called Brawl. We got to see one knockout.
I like seeing some good submissions, but I think a lot of people in the crowd want to see someone get knocked out tonight.
Justin. Girls.
Ladies and gentlemen, your advanced fighter of the night in the heavyweight class. This is our international bout of the night. Fighting in a heavyweight at 230 pounds. In the white corner, fighting out of South Korea, Korean top team, referee of the night, Mike Udoa.
All right, man.
All right, we got Korea versus UK here on Guam in Dusitani.
You know, we don't have time for the ring girls right now. We're just going to jump straight into it.
Yeah,
Never mind the ring girls this round. We got
Everyone
6 of them.
is
We got a lot
excited.
of
Let's just get to the action here.
Look at Ben. He's ready. That's a crazy tattoo. Yo, if you have a tattoo, like a Mike Tyson tattoo on your face, you're not afraid of getting hit.
Yeah. Obviously, he doesn't care too much about what happens to his face.
That's a great point, Justin. But look at, you can see that SEUNG Lee has taken the center of the cage.
Oh,
You know,
nice stiff jab. Oh,
hey.
all right, all right. Returning with the 1-2. JUN
and this is a very
looking very, very strong and aggressive. He's got a snappy jab.
He does. He does.
He looks like the bigger of the two.
Now this is the first of our advanced fights, and the advanced fights are one 10-minute round followed by one 5-minute round. So these guys are going to be in that cage for quite a bit right now.
10 minutes is a long time to be throwing a punch at somebody and fighting in the ring. I think that they have to be at peak cardio shape right now to be fighting for 10 minutes. Testing each other out. They're not going too aggressive. It seems like they have a good game plan. You know.
Yeah.
Just
Ben looks like he's a little nervous right now, but
yeah, trying to find his range and find his place here. He needs to start being a little bit more on the offense. Okay, looks like
right,
he's
go for the clinch.
searching for a well, maybe not the takedown.
That was crafty. I like that. Yeah. Change levels.
Dirty box.
Coming with the straight into the hook. Good
Hopping back with that kick. It looks like it hurts.
Yeah, that was sharp. It's so crazy because it didn't really look like he had a full moment, like full swing in it. Yeah. But I mean, you could hear it.
You ain't gotta throw a leg that big too hard, Ken, for it to hurt, and it seems like it's hurting him.
I don't want to test it to find out, Justin.
Oh, big body shot there. Moving him back.
Oh, wow, good straight right there, landed on the chin.
All right, Korean top team coming out, really strong, but not overly aggressive. Still being cautious. Very dangerous position here for Ben Schneider, taking a lot of knees to the face. It looks like he's hurt here. He's got to stop turning around, giving his back up, push off maybe. There you go. Create some space. Got to create some space, just like this. Looks a little tired.
Both fighters taking their time in here. I mean, it is a 10-minute round. It's a long round. You don't want to just gash yourself out in the first half of it.
Yeah, they're being smart about the volume they throw. Slowing down a little bit.
Oh, nice kick, but nice catch. Nice takedown. That's very good takedown.
Leg.
That seems so natural. Oh, he's going to let him get up.
I'm surprised that he let him get up.
Very surprised to see that. Maybe, you know, he respects the Korean top team grappling pedigree. Didn't want none of that action there.
I feel like he should have capitalized on that takedown and threw a few strikes.
I mean, that was second nature. You see, he caught that kick quick, hit him with the trip.
Yep. But he's breathing very hard, so he might not want to take it to the ground based on his cardio.
Yep. SEUNG Lee looking pretty good here, though.
SEUNG Lee breathing hard, but still very snappy.
Yep, really dictating the pace. We have got quite a bit of people here today at the Dusit Thani Guam Resort.
I love the element they brought to MMA here for BRAWL. Everyone looking very beautiful and very dressed up.
You know, shout out to the 720 viewers that we have watching the stream. Thank you for tuning in, guys. If you are locals living on the island of Guam, want to watch a fight, or if you just randomly landed on BRAWL International MMA, this is the first of its kind amateur MMA events. The champagne of MMA. We got everyone in tuxes and nice dresses and gowns here. We got that full white canvas. Well, it's white for now. But
shout out,
a nice night.
Shout out to Melker Manabusin and Roki Martinez and Tim Sharoma for throwing this event.
You know, we have a couple deep contracts. So
yeah, that is huge. We have amateur fighters here, but the fight of the night will win a contract, a one-fight contract in deep Japan.
That's awesome.
That's huge for any of these fighters. Excited to see who will win that.
Yep. So that's why you see a lot of the fighters are like putting their all out there in those first few fights. Really looking for that finish.
These fights in Japan in deep, you know, they like the action-packed type of fights, going for the finish, putting your heart out there.
You know, Justin, we haven't seen anyone go for like a real takedown or like, you know, legit, strategically really try to go and implement the takedown in a ground game. Do you think it's because of the way the square cage is, or is it just because, you know, the first few fighters are just looking to throw?
Hard to say. You would expect a few more takedowns, takedown attempts at least with all of this striking, a lot of big shots. Normally guys will revert to taking the opponent down when they get hurt, but it seems like a lot of these guys just want to brawl.
It's a new style. Like, definitely, like, you know, get rocked and just instead of like going for that takedown or changing levels and stopping the pace, just throw him back.
Yep.
I like to see it though. Oh, nice knee.
Oh, that connected definitely.
That is
Ben
big.
covering up here. He looks like
Ben
he's bleeding from the nose.
A lot. That is a big hit.
We'll see how this goes. He's holding onto the fence. He's got to let go of that fence though.
I think he's.
We'll see if this gets. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Still in there. All right. Calling him out. Ben is still in this fight.
I like that. You got to respect this guy. He has no corner, man. This guy's alone right now. You know what I'm saying?
He's got a couple local guys here in his corner, but he came out here alone, and he's got fighting spirit. He got hurt with that flying knee. Breathing out of his mouth now. I'm not sure if his nose is clogged up. How many minutes we got here, Ken, left? Looks like we're coming to an end of the first round. It's a long round.
It's 10 minutes. It's a long round. I'm just assuming that, you know, the round is coming in close. But, you know, like Ben, you know, he was in some trouble there with that flying knee from Sung. And, you know, he's back in it.
I'm really impressed with the pace and the cardio of these guys going 10 minutes. For heavyweights, you know, besides a handful of the heavyweights that we have here,
definitely.
Normally the volume is not as intense.
I like this format. It's interesting. Big takedown. See, you know.
Wow. Yeah, that was a lot of skill there, catching the leg and stepping forward for the takedown. Oh, Ben taking
man,
a lot of
nice
headshots.
jabs right there. That
He's got to do something with this takedown, though.
Got
He's
it,
taking him down, letting him back up. We're not getting any points for these takedowns, so he's got to go for a finish.
Yeah, this is Sandshoe, or this is not Sandshoe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you don't win by getting 4 takedowns in a round.
Takedowns
You gotta
don't do
finish
anything.
the guy.
They tire you and your opponent out, but if you let him back up, it was all for nothing.
Yep, and then this round is coming to a close. There we go. That's the end of the round.
Here we go with round 2.
Yep. So we've got our ring girls jumping up there, and the corners jumping into the corners. Also, look, Ben's got a Justin the Shocker Cruz in his corner.
And Kyle again.
Is that Kyle Uggan? Kyle Money Uggan. Oh, that guy's an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
And Justin Shocker Cruz, the retired former bantamweight champion of the BXC. Nice to see him again.
Here we got Coach Ha in the corner.
We have
for the Korean
UFC
top
fighter
team.
right there, Jung Park in the blue.
Jung Park, yeah.
And you know, Korean top team, they don't care about stools, man. They just sit on the floor, give me ice, put it on my back. And then right there we got
The beautiful Angel holding the round 2 scorecard.
a little swag there.
She has a great technique. Looking very good up there in the round 2. Looking forward to round 2 here. We'll see. Ben is very tough, but it looks like he's very tired.
Yeah,
And,
he looks like he's heaving
I
that.
suspect that Jung-Yun Lee is going to come out strong here and go for the finish.
Ben looks gassed, man. He's looking like he's struggling a little bit here.
Yeah. Both hands on the hips for both fighters.
Both of them with hands on the hips, though.
That's a sign.
And it is the heavyweight bout, so anyone can win. This second round is 5 minutes long, and that'll be the end of the fight.
Hoping to see a finish here.
Sung
Nice
Jun Lee taking the
stiff
center.
jab
Nice little
and a
1-2
straight
combination.
right to follow.
Oh, nice return left.
All right, that's
nice jab, man.
snappy jab. Popping the head back.
Oh, nice.
All right, he's got to watch out. Ben's got to watch out for that uppercut.
I
If
love
he
how
follows that up with a hook, it could be lights out.
Yeah. I mean, there's just like a different strategic dynamic when
Yeah.
you know that the fight is going to go to a draw if you don't finish the opponent.
Yeah,
Like,
drop it to the
you
knee.
could be winning, but that's not enough.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
You got to finish. But we see a lot of talent and the skill of both of these fighters. Even if it's a draw, we see what they're made of. Oh. It looks like he's getting hurt here with the knees to the ribs.
Man. Sung Jun Lee taking the center of the cage again.
Yeah.
You know, it's so crazy because I think, you know, as a spectator, we're watching it right now. I think it's pretty clear to say that the Korean top team fighter is he's a few points ahead right now. He's
Yeah, if this was going to go to decision, I'd say the Korean top team fighter is winning.
yeah,
at
even
this
with
point.
those takedowns from the other round, like this is just he's just being way more aggressive,
Yeah.
asserting more dominance, you know, landing, doing more damage.
Based on damage and
Yeah.
strikes landed, Seung Jun Lee is winning in my card.
But as we've said before, what we think doesn't matter here.
As the round goes later towards the end, I think that you know there's a higher likelihood of getting knocked out. So
Yeah, when
you
you're
know,
really fatigued.
if these big boys throw a wild or shot down the pipe, you know, it could lead to a finish here. Oh, nice right elbow from Lee. I think if Lee just turns it up,
Oh, yeah, okay, we gotta say,
no,
look at
shaking
Lee.
no.
He's like, come on,
like-
man.
Lee is shaking his head, saying, get that out of here. Didn't do any damage to him. But
Yeah,
but they both got to turn it up to go for a finish here.
Definitely. But, you know, it's possible that both have thrown their biggest shot. Maybe nothing left in the tank.
Yeah.
and maybe content with just a decision. I mean, if it's me, Justin, I'm just saying.
What would you do in this situation, Ken?
Okay, look, if I'm Ben,
Yeah. Oh, little wobbly legs here.
I'm looking at that clock.
Your legs are wobbly, Ken, and your face is bloody. What do you do?
I'm looking at that clock, and I'm wondering if my flight is at 6 a.m. or like 9:30 a.m. But if I'm the Korean guy, I'm looking for the money. I'm like, man, I got this guy on the ropes. You know, I just need to land one big shot. Let me find it. You know what I mean? But
If that was me, Ken, I'm just gonna swing for the fences. I might get knocked out. You know, I might knock the guy out.
that's your style, huh?
You know, I might get bloodiest fight of the night again. You know, as I did before, but.
But look, let me tell you this, Justin. No one gets a contract with Deep
Yeah.
by a draw.
No, you don't.
You got to finish somebody.
You don't.
Or you got to
But,
throw on one hell of a fight. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
I mean, there have been some draws that have been very exciting. You know, they both laid it out there equally, but they're both on the brink here. I feel like Lee could finish. He's been rocking Ben a few times. But Ben is very tough. A lot of damage, but he's still in there.
He's hanging tough, bro. He's bloody,
very
though.
hard to put away.
I mean, this is tough. You don't really have a corner. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have someone who trains with you every day to tell you.
At this point, Ken, you know, it doesn't matter who's in your corner. It's all you there, man.
Wow.
It's all
that's
hard.
Wise words. Never been said.
Doesn't matter who's in your
Love
corner.
it.
Doesn't matter what team you came from. It's just you and the other guy, and you got to rely on yourself here to bring yourself out.
That's it. And we got the 10-second clapper.
Looks like we're gonna go to a draw, but
Yep, and there he is. There it is. Good fight, you know.
at the gong.
Props to both fighters. Jun Lee putting on a striking clinic, but Ben hanging tough, getting some good takedowns.
Yeah.
Just not doing much with it.
Yeah, I would like to see him with that single leg takedown and get on top. You know, do some ground and pound. I think he could have done some damage.
Yep.
Go for the cross mount or the mount, but you know that window is gone.
Yep. It is. We're coming to another draw here.
Ladies and gentlemen, that fight. Draw.
We got one more fight in this block before we go to an intermission,
Yeah,
and this is a grappling match coming up.
Respect to both of these heavyweight fighters for coming out. You know, it's tough, win, lose, or draw. It's tough to get into that ring and